got my notes.
Good for you.
Yes.
Welcome to my classroom. My name is Miss Spaghetti, and today we'll be learning about how to do Cornell Notes the correct way. It is I, Miss Spaghetti. I'll be teaching you how to do your Cornell Notes the right way. So in this box, you put your name, your teacher's last name. So if it's Miss Spaghetti, you'd put Miss Spaghetti. Your subject, in English, the month, the day, and year, preferably in pen, blue or black. Then on this side is your EQ, which stands for essential question. So I'm teaching you how to make Cornell Notes. So out of that, I can simply make an essential question which goes, how can I make an acceptable Cornell Notes for Avid or for studying? So on this side, this whole empty space is going to be your notes. So in blue, we have an arrow showing you that it's an MLA format. That's the heading. Then over here, use this section for the important parts of the lecture or book. So if you're talking about noodles, you're going to put noodles over here. And over here, you underline keywords. So you're avoiding long sentences so you can make better use of the space. So if you made that longer, it'd be useless when you can just make it shorter like this and paraphrase it. And you have to, or you don't have to, but it helps if you circle important words or sentences, and you use arrows to point where you're talking about. So what to place in your Cornell Notes would be reading, lectures, lists, and to know each point that you're talking about, it's preferable to use bullets. Then shorthand method examples, which is with, you do the little W with the slash thingy, the mass, and velocity V. So to not confuse different points, you should skip lines or do bullets, either of them. And if you're a visual person, you can draw the diagrams, charts, pictures. So for example, face emotions, happy, serious, confused. There's this side, which is questions, and you're supposed to have the main ideas and keywords, such as if you don't know what happy means, you can put happy and then the definition. And over here, those are level questions. There's level 1, level 2, and level 3. So what was the topic of the lecture? What were the key points? You can put that over here. What questions might be asked of you in a test or assignment? So think about that to yourself and write it down over here. And over here in the bottom, you have the summary, which summarizes all the main points and answers your essential question. So if you're over here asking yourself, how can I make Cornell Notes? You go down here and summarize all those points you put in the notes into at least 5 sentences. After you're done with all your notes in class, you go back home and you go with the different colored pens, such as this blue, and go over it, highlight, answer your questions, ask for help, text your friends, whatever, go on Facebook.
Now we're going into curve of forgetting, and we're going to be more into detail and explain what it means. How can I explain the curve of forgetting in my own words? The curve of forgetting definition is that it shows how information is lost and over time when there is no attempt to retain it. This suggests that if we don't study or review over our notes, by the time we have a quiz or a test, we won't remember most of the things that were covered. Here is a graph that shows how our brain works, most of it, but it also shows how our memories can work. Here in day 1, we know most of it because we learned it on that day, and by day 2, you already lost most of it. But if you study, you can keep a good line of remembering by, as you can see right here. By day 2, if you don't review your notes, you will have lost 50 to 80% of what you learned. By day 3, if you don't review your notes, you remember only 2% or 3% of what you learned from day 1. So I'm just suggesting to study over your notes so you can get a better grade, and yeah. Now for everything that we had covered, the Cornell Notes and the curve of forgetting, here's a way to remember. I like to call it the STAR, and the meaning of STAR means set up your paper, take the notes, apply your thinking to the notes, reflect on, revise, and review your notes. This just helps us to remember most of our notes and makes better grades for us.
So 2 apples plus 2 pineapples equals 6 potatoes. Stop sleeping in class. Where are your notes?
Right here.
Where's your essential question? Where's your summary? Where are your questions? Might as well just quit. Hello class, today we will open to chapter 7 and it's about planning, revising, and drafting. So, let me see your notes. Oh, what a lovely essential question.
Thanks.
Oh, those questions are beautiful. Oh, that is beautiful. I want to cry.
You're too kind.
That summary is beautiful. Oh.
Now that you guys have seen the bad way to take notes and the good way to take notes, I will give you some examples on the correct way how your Cornell notes should look like and the wrong way of your Cornell notes that shouldn't look like. Here is an example. I have the heading right here, MLA. I have my essential question. And this is English, and in English class we do quick writes mostly every day, so my quick writes right here, but that doesn't mean I should start a whole new paper. And here's my notes. It has bullets, and the main point is underlined in a different color, as you can see. And there's questions in the side that you should do by the 3rd day or 2 when you go over your notes, and it keeps going. And then it has the summary. I answer my questions that I had inside, and my essential question was, how can I describe definition? Now that we went over that, we are going for the bad note, or the wrong way. And here it is. They have the date, but they do not have it on the right side, which is wrong. They do not have their names or the teachers. They do not have questions on the right side. It's not underlined, or you can tell that the person hasn't gone over them. Now that's done. Another example for good notes that you have already seen was the example how what Cornell Notes should have. And it looks pretty decent. Everything, it has everything, which is good. And that's it.
Now that you have seen how Cornell Notes should and shouldn't be done, here's a real life example of why you should have them done correctly. Class, there's going to be a test. I know I usually don't let you use your notes, but I'm allowing you for today.
Yeah, wait, the teacher is saying something important. Talk to you later. What did she say?
That we're going to use our notes for this test.
Oh no. These aren't even my good notes. My dog ate the rest of my good notes. He ate it with a cup of tea. And some biscuit. So here's an example why Cornell Notes are useful for you and your study. Oh hey, what are you doing?
Studying the notes
Ooh, what notes?
for Algebra 2.
Oh, that's lovely. Can we compare notes?
Yeah. I heard that was going to be on the quiz.
Oh, it is? Good thing I wrote it in blue.
Yeah. You should probably highlight this over here too, because I heard that was going to be on the test. That was one of the hardest ones, he said. And I wrote down the steps here so I can know how to do the homework. And this is practice. Oh hey there, I didn't see you there. I was too busy blocking out the haters. Thank you for watching my video on how to do Cornell Notes the correct way and about the curve forgetting. This is Miss Spaghetti, and see you never again.
Action!
I hit myself on the shoulder. Okay. It is hi, Miss Spaghetti. This is how you do your... My mom is calling. Hello, my name is Miss Spaghetti. Welcome to my classroom. Today we will be learning about...